I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Of course. In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sarah, your birth mother. I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
Chloe. You can handle this. Not without you.
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends. Sarah was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long. She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sarah wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking when Sarah became pregnant. I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while. Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind. However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sarah, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you. I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied. Anyone or anything, even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again. what you saw at the Overlook, Rachel, it was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her, that she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again, and again, and again, to keep you safe.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I sent her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now she wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
You think you have the right to decide that for her?
When I left Sarah, when I took Rachel away, I truly believe I saved her life. And I will continue to protect her no matter what.
But maybe she's different now. Maybe people change, right?
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Rachel, I think I need to lie down. I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone. This must be hard for you too, Mr. Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sarah. I've dreaded it.
So that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sarah's caused. Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
I don't understand. Are you afraid that Sarah would do something to Rachel?
I don't think she would deliberately harm anyone. But addicts can cause tremendous harm without meaning to.
Yeah. But Rachel's not a baby anymore.
Listen to me. Sarah brought criminals and drug dealers into our home. She put Rachel in serious danger just to chase her habit. Chloe, I believe Rachel trusts you more than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, put my daughter's safety first.
Maybe try the truth for a change?
What do you mean?
Well, you did lie to your daughter for 15 years.
This is true. And that's why I need your help. I only care about Rachel, Chloe.
I'll do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
Whoa. Sarah Gearhart is a known associate of that psycho who attacked Drew? Then again, so is Frank. Can't believe I was feeling goofy enough to draw that just a few hours ago. Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay, Rose. Sorry that tonight turned out so... differently.
That's all right. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Thanks. But... why?
While Rachel's dealing with all of this, it's a relief to know she can talk to you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret. There are many painful things about Rachel's past, including my own role in hiding the truth.
Sarah shouldn't have taken money over seeing her daughter.
You know, I am so thankful to her that she did. It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's mother. I never knew how much I could love someone until I had Rachel.
But hearing the truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
I'm not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
You're not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right. I don't understand.
You don't have to worry about me or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Do you think Sarah is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband. His entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe.
Holy shit. Rachel completely destroyed that table. I hope tonight hasn't messed up Rachel's memories of family trips like this. The Tempest show feels... This is so painful to look at. Show Rachel that I'm here for her. Rachel has so many inspirations, she can barely keep them all contained. Rachel even knows how to make a dinky lamp look cool. Maybe I can make the world a less scary place. Back on the train, I said... Rachel's really into stars. I wonder if it's her way of feeling connected. Hard to believe the show was only a few hours ago. Seems like everything has changed since then. I think Rachel could use another subject. But which one? That's the one. I've heard that Rachel and Nathan hang out sometimes, but it still seems hard to believe. Makes sense that Rachel needs two signs to contain her awesomeness. I shall call her Lion Crab from now on. I could get grades like this. I just don't want to. We were so close to making our break last night. Now, I don't know. Hey, Rachel. I'm glad you're here, Chloe. Of course. I know something Miss Arcadia doesn't. Weird. This light needs more light. Wonder what I could find around here to brighten up that nightlight. Rachel has so many inspirations, she can barely keep them all contained. Rachel's surrounded by so much love, yet she seems so... alone. All ready for Rachel's light show. Better get her attention first. Hey. Hey.
It's beautiful.
I thought you might like it.
I've always loved stars.
Why?
They remind us there's so much beauty out there, which we almost never see.
Guess I had a hunch.
But then I learned the truth. The stars we're seeing have already been dead for millions of years. They're all lies.
Fuck the stars. We can make our own.
Yeah. It's all lies. Everything. My entire life. My dad. My mom. If I can even call her that anymore. And that other woman. My real mom. She's the biggest lie of all. I can't trust any of them. I think you're the only one in the world I can trust.
I don't know. I bet there's like one other chick in Australia who's super trustworthy.
No chance. You're 1 in 100 infinities, Chloe Price. I wore this bracelet my entire life. I never even asked why. Never even thought about it. Somehow, I think I always knew. Even when I didn't know. That my real mother was gone. The fact that she's here right now, that she came here for me, I think I need to see her. Is that wrong?
Of course not. But it might be tough to track her down.
Yeah, that's true. Luckily, I've got my secret weapon. But what if we can't find her? It's not like I can ask my dad. I have no idea where to start.
I think I know what to do. I'll call Frank and get him to connect us to her.
You do that?
I'll give it a shot.
Of course, even if we know where she is, we need a way to get to her. I can't just ask my parents for a ride.
Don't worry. I've got that one covered too.
You do?
Yep. In fact, anything you could come up with, I'll handle it.
I know you will. But even if we find her, how will I talk to her? What do I say?
After my dad died, I didn't know how to keep talking to him. I still don't. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's there.
Your dad?
In my dreams, he's there. And it's so real. It's almost like it's another part of my life. It used to be the only part that mattered. I've never told anyone about that. Weird, huh? Rachel?
I was just thinking. Maybe I was wrong before. Who cares if the stars are dead? As long as we can still see them, that means they're real. To us. Right?
Right. Dad, I think we're stuck. Hey, maybe you should let me drive. You always do it wrong.
That was one time. When are you going to let it go? Remember when we used to work on cars together? Those are some of my favorite memories.
Don't you mean my memories? I don't think you remember after you're dead.
Touché. All right, you win. Why don't you go take a look?
You sure?
What's wrong? Don't you see anything?
Fine. It's the spark plug.
No, that's not it. I just had that replaced.
Isn't improv supposed to be all about yes and?
Yes, and what?
Dad, stop. None of this is real. You're not real. Rachel's family isn't real. This whole thing, it's all just theater.
Well, you know what William Shakespeare said.
Something about stories told by idiots, full of sound and fury, signifying fuck all.
Nailed it.
But I don't want to be an actor. I just want to be myself. Give me a break.
Well, maybe there's a reason we pretend. Maybe the lies we tell each other are less horrible than the truths we keep hidden.
Wow. That's pretty dark, Dad.
Where do you think you get it from? There's my cue.
Dad?
Relax, sweetie. It's all pretend, right?
Right.
Just a bit of stage magic. Floodlights. Sound. Chloe. Look at me. Look at me, sweetheart. It's going to be okay.
Wait, what the shit? Has someone been going through my room? Doesn't seem like Mom. She wouldn't leave a mess like this. Wait. David? That motherfucker. Whatever. I don't have time for this shit. I've gotta help Rachel. Okay, I saw Sarah leaving Frank's RV. He might know how to find her. He might also be totally pissed about Damon's money. I've got to get this exactly right. I can do this.
Price.
Oh, Frank. Eager much?
Where's the money?
I have a question to ask you first. I mean, a favor.
You can't be fucking serious.
I need to find that woman who was in your RV yesterday. Frank?
What the hell for?
Something important. Can you help? I would really appreciate it. I'm your favorite client, remember?
I'll be in the junkyard in 2 hours.
Sweet. Thanks, man. You're a real... That went well, I guess. What am I getting myself into? Okay, I've got 2 hours to kill. A shower would be fucking amazing. Inaccurate as of yesterday. Someone should update this photo. What do I want the record to show? I'd say I went down in a blaze of glory. Russia, huh? Kind of far from LA. Best vodka in the world, though. Rachel would love it. Have I ever watered that? Still can't fucking believe that David went through my stuff. It's so weird to be home. As much as this place sucks, at least it's not full of secrets. Nobody's hiding anything. Well, except me and my pot. And everything with Rachel. But how could I possibly tell Mom what I'm up to? Whenever I'm honest with her, we just end up fighting. Does she just want me to pretend everything's fine? Maybe I should try not to see her today. So much has changed. I wonder if you'd even recognize me now. If Rachel and I were still leaving today, there's literally nothing in there that's worth taking. Have I ever watered that? Is Mom playing music? Huh. way. Mom actually sold her ring for $300. Sports cars are really good for... hitting on chicks. I remember this. Mom loved it. Wait, is today Mother's Day? Shit. So if I put this photo out, Mom just hides it in a different drawer? What the hell? I wonder who gave this to Mom. Shit. David really is moving in. Can I just give that to Mom again for Mother's Day? Is getting out of here still in my future? Or is this picture the closest I'll ever get? Either way, we're fixing that truck from the junkyard. Is that David's towel? Where the hell is mine? Okay, my towel's probably in here somewhere. I should just calmly look for it. Have road. Need truck. Lots of washcloths. No towel. No awesome pirate towel. Gross. Score. Can't believe Max and I were so into this shit when we were kids. Wait a minute. Captain Bluebeard's hair dye. Max was going to make me a pirate, but we never got around to it. Ready for the best shower of my life. Hot water, don't let me down. I feel like wearing on this easy-ass day. All right, one last thing. I need to get Dad's tools so I can fix that truck. Dad's toolbox should be in the garage downstairs. Have road. Need truck. Here goes. What are the chances I can avoid Mom or David?
I'm flipping them over.
Not yet. I told you, 3 minutes each side.
They're gonna burn.
Oh, you're the expert now.
I can't stand it.
I'm telling you, it'll make a mess. You know, you don't have to make me breakfast. I'd settle for flowers.
You cook all the time. I want you to have a break at home.
You are one class act, David Madsen.
Mom actually looks pretty happy right now.
Hey, who's there?
Hey.
Chloe, your hair. When did you... Was this for the play? I heard you performed last night.
Nope. I mean, I did, but this is something different.
And that shirt. Oh, I haven't seen it in ages.
Mom, smother me much?
Right. Sorry. None of that matters now. Oh, I am so glad to see you.
Good to see you, Chloe. Coming home was a smart decision.
Sure doesn't seem like home. There's someone else's shit all over the bathroom.
Well, we've always talked about needing a bigger bathroom, haven't we?
Seems like it's big enough for you two. I'm not staying long, anyway. Just here to pick up something.
Are you coming home tonight?
Mom, I don't know.
I wish you would tell me what you're up to.
Don't worry about me, okay? I can take care of myself.
Will you at least tell me where you're staying?
I really gotta go.
Listen, wait. Before you go, David has something to say to you. It won't take but a minute.
Mom.
I don't think this is the best idea.
You already promised.
Chloe, I've made an agreement with your mother to trust you from now on.
Really? What does that mean?
It means that from today forward, I'm going to take you at your word. So, if you say you haven't been smoking or drinking, then I'll just leave you be. Even though she had pot yesterday.
David, the idea is you should feel comfortable here, Chloe. David's not going to question you, and neither am I.
David's lying to your face, Mom. He searched my room.
What?
You didn't know? Detective Dickwad here went through all of my drawers and my bed.
It's what you asked me to do. Make sure she's got no drugs or alcohol for her own good.
Oh, my goodness, Chloe. I'm sorry.
I thought that... I'm sorry, Joyce. I didn't know this would
It's
upset
Chloe
you.
who deserves the apology.
Well, Chloe, I'm sorry that I violated your privacy. I did it with your best interest in mind.
That's it? That's your apology?
Well, now, I thought that...
What about sorry for not trusting me in the first place? And convincing my mom to mistrust me too?
That's not David's fault.
What about sorry for calling me a loser? And always talking to me like I just came out of juvie? What about sorry for lecturing me all the time when you're fucking no one? You're not my dad. Who the hell gave you that right? What about sorry for moving in with my mom against my wishes?
Chloe.
Chloe, I know you don't like me. I know you think I don't understand you. But I do. I've been meaning to show you something. This is my friend Phil Becker. We served in the same unit. 2 tours. Becker was killed near the end of our deployment. Roadside IED. We used to joke about all the trouble we were gonna get into once we got back home. But he died. He died, and I didn't. And I think about that fact every damn day. The point is, I've had my share of grief. I know what you're going through. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'm here to do whatever I can to help you get over the loss of your dad.
Please, I'm begging you. Give David a chance, won't you?
Here. Why don't you keep this photo for a little while? Think about what I've said.
The last person I would ever talk to about my dad is you.
Chloe.
Think it over for more than a minute. It's a basic courtesy, you know, when people offer to help.
You're out of your fucking mind.
You disrespectful little shit. You just made a serious mistake.
Both of you.
You don't scare me, asshole. What the hell? Just gotta grab Dad's toolbox and then get out of here quick. What's the matter, David? Don't want any more decorations inside your toolbox? Come on. Work with me here. Damn it! Better. But still needs a bit more love. I can salvage this beast. I just need to find the right tool for each problem. It's pretty loose. How can I tighten it? Much better. This thing is going to the fuck up. This connection is pretty shaky. I could fix this battery post if I could get a good enough grip on it. There. Fits like a deadly electric glove. The distributor cap looks pretty gross. I need something small to scrape the gunk off the cap. That should help keep shit distributed. Well, fuck. I can definitely see some problems. This thing seems pretty gunked up. I think I should move on to something else. Looks like someone tried to patch this thing up. Sometime before I was born. At this point, I think that ancient duct tape is better than anything I can do. Better leave it be. Maybe. Sick. What do I see? Oh, I know. Glad those wires are easy to shove back in. I bet Dad would have liked the idea of me using his tools to fix a ride. When life gives you gunk, make, art, I guess. Go back from whence you came. Spark plugs busted. Carbon deposits. Of course. Please, I need you. Yeah.
Junkyard Queen. Where are you at? Hey. Holy shit. Your hair. It's so...
Badass.
Exactly. Hey, not sure if you saw, but someone moved your truck.
No way.
You're practically a certified mechanic now. Even have the shirt to prove it. Should we check it out?
Hey, Price. Nice wheels.
You're early, Frank. What's the occasion?
It's his fucking bar mitzvah. Frank here's becoming a man. Aren't you, big guy?
What's he doing here?
What do you think? We're not dealing with a couple of dime bags anymore, Chloe. Where's the money?
For fuck's sake, the money wasn't there. What do you want from me?
I don't think she has it.
Oh? It's cute how she acts like you two are friends. You heard what happened to Drew, right? Maybe try keeping that in mind when you talk to me.
Don't fucking touch her.
Why is it that chicks think it's okay to hit me? But if I lay a single finger on them, suddenly, it's a whole other thing. Frank says you were asking about a client of his. That true?
No. I was just asking for some help. It's not a big deal.
No. Maybe I'll make it one. See, you two Nancy Drews decided it would be a good idea to call your drug dealer and ask about his business. I didn't go to a fancy academy, but that doesn't strike me as smart. Maybe it was this man's sunny disposition that confused you, but he's got a whole other side to him that I don't think you'd like. Should we let them see it?
We're just talking here.
Okay, then let's talk. I want to know right now why you give a shit about this woman.
This is between us and Frank. It's none of your fucking business.
Problem is, you made it my business. And your tough girl shit is starting to get on my nerves.
Look, none of this matters. All we care about is that you stop asking questions. Got it?
No. Tell me where she is. Now.
Rachel.
Wait a minute. No way.
What the fuck is your
Rachel? As in, Rachel Amber? That makes so much sense. This is James Amber's fucking kid.
Damon.
Your dad's a real piece of shit, you know?
So? We don't have anything to do with him.
Right. Here's what happens next.
Come on, man. They're just kids.
No, they're not. This one is the fucking DA's daughter. And right now, she's going to fill me in on what her daddy is up to and how he's connected to that whore everyone's asking about.
Damon, calm down. We're still talking. Everything's still cool. No need to get crazy.
Ah! Oh, you fucking bitch!
Rachel! Damon! What the fuck? Chloe! Go! Now!
Hold on! Shit! Shit! Hey! Hold on, okay? Rachel? No! No! I'm not losing you.
Rachel is going to be all right. The knife damaged her brachial artery, but didn't cut it. She's had a surgery, and now she's resting. Chloe, what happened?
It's my fault. I should have listened to you. I even saw your file saying Sarah was connected to Damon Merrick.
I know exactly who Damon Merrick is. Start over and tell me everything. Did you and Rachel try to contact Sarah? I'm not going to chastise or blame you, Chloe, but I need the whole story.
So, I got my dealer to meet us, since he knows Sarah.
Frank Bowers.
Yeah, that's right. But Damon showed up with him.
What did Merrick want?
I think he wanted to scare us, so he'd stop asking questions about his business.
Is that how it became violent.
It was actually Rachel who got angry. She was furious that he wouldn't tell her where Sarah was.
This is exactly what I've been afraid of. Rachel won't let anything stop her.
If you let her meet Sarah in the first place, we wouldn't have had to try something more desperate.
There are many things I wish I'd handled differently. What happened next?
Damon had a knife out, and we all could see it. But then he said something that pissed Rachel off. And she just grabbed a piece of wood and hit him. And then he stabbed her. I keep thinking that maybe I could have done something, but when he attacked her, I just froze.
It's not your fault.
And Frank held him off so we could get to the truck. I heard a scream, but I don't know what happened. And then we were here.
I appreciate you telling me the truth.
What if Rachel still wants to meet Sarah?
After all this, I'm hoping she'll finally see reason. I was told that if Rachel had arrived only a few minutes later, she might not have, Thank you, Chloe. You saved my world. It will be some time before Rachel wakes up. I promise. I'll let you know when she does.
Okay. Thanks.
Rachel is going to be all right. The knife damaged her brachial artery, but didn't cut it. She's out of surgery, and now she's resting. Chloe, what happened?
I don't know. Everything happened so fast. That guy you have a file on. Damon Merrick. Why does he hate you so much?
I know exactly who Damon Merrick is. Start over and tell me everything. Did you and Rachel try to contact Sarah? I'm not going to chastise or blame you, Chloe, but I need the whole story.
So, I got my dealer to meet us, since he knows Sarah.
Frank Bowers.
Yeah, that's right. But Damon showed up with him.
What did Merrick want?
He asked us why we were so interested in Sarah.
And what did you say?
Nothing, of course.
Is that how it became violent?
It was actually Rachel who got angry. She was furious that he wouldn't tell her where Sarah was.
This is exactly what I've been afraid of. Rachel won't let anything stop her.
If you let her meet Sarah in the first place, we wouldn't have had to try something more desperate.
There are many things I wish I'd handled differently. What happened next?
Damon had a knife out, and we all could see it. But then he said something that pissed Rachel off. And she just grabbed a piece of wood and hit him. And then he stabbed her. I keep thinking that maybe I could have done something, but when he attacked her, I just froze.
It's not your fault.
And Frank held him off so we could get to the truck. I heard a scream, but I don't know what happened. And then we were here.
I appreciate you telling me the truth.
What if Rachel still wants to meet Sarah?
After all this, I'm hoping she'll finally see reason. I was told that if Rachel had arrived only a few minutes later, she might not have, Thank you, Chloe. You saved my world. It will be some time before Rachel wakes up. I promise. I'll let you know when she does.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey.
Steph, how's Drew?
Pretty good. Miss Amber just told me Rachel's going to be okay. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Well, our room's just down the hall. You should come by.
Okay. Sure. Definitely. I don't think I can sit still any longer. Might as well stretch my legs while I wait for Rachel to wake up. Oh, shit. I know those guys.
This doesn't look like the maternity wing.
There's a sign for the prenatal class.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. I'm so excited.
You're gonna be a good dad.
Guess I'm glad we stole their wine. Okay, nurses. The world wants to know. What's so funny? Cue laugh track. If I want to stay sane, I need to stay busy. Being in a hospital this long sucks. I just want Rachel to wake up, and then I'll feel better. I owe Frank big time. Can't believe he did that for us. I hope he's okay. Not like I can do anything about it one way or the other. And what about Damon? Is he gonna come after us? I actually feel better knowing that James Amber is on his case. Ugh. That's... Damn. Are these all firefighters? Come on. Not that I have any coins anyway. Oh man. Jackpot. Yes. I want like 20 more of those. I think this vending machine could be improved. Oh yeah, I get it. Nurse, I'll need my forceps to extract this. I hope Drew's doing better. I should visit him.
All right, then. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. North.
That's me. And you are?
I'm Chloe.
You here to see Drew?
Yeah. How are things going?
Oh, you know how it is. Ups and downs. Now, Drew's hurt, of course. But, I'm between jobs, so got plenty of time to visit. You know?
Yeah.
Hold on. You said you were Chloe. Mikey's mentioned you a few times now. I have a question maybe you can answer.
Sure.
Both of those boys have been acting a little, well, guilty lately. Yeah, I've been spending most of my time looking for work. I'm worried I missed something important. Do you know if anything's going on with them?
No. Sorry. This weekend was actually the first time I really hung out with them.
That's all right. I appreciate that you've been keeping my boys company. Drew's got so many hopes for himself riding on that knee. It seems like he's been even more driven lately. I think my work situation's disappointed him. Both of them. Actually, in different ways. Sorry I'm laying all this on you. I've been trying to keep it light in there.
That's okay.
Nice of you to listen. Do me a favor. Don't worry either of them with... Oh, excuse me.
Hey!
You made it.
Oh. Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Drew. How's your knee doing? Do they think it's gonna heal?
I'm not sure, actually. It's too early to tell.
Sorry to hear it.
It's all good.
Love the hair, by the way.
Pretty cool.
I bet you'd look cool with a little color.
Yeah? I'll have to think about it. Maybe something red? Hey, any news about Rachel? Her mom seemed hopeful.
Rachel's stable. She'll probably wake up soon.
How'd she get hurt?
You'll think I'm joking when I tell you, but I'm not.
What happened?
She got stabbed in the arm by Demon fucking Merrick.
Seriously? It wasn't because of me, was it?
No, not at all. If anything, I should have thought about what happened to you before getting Rachel involved.
That's crazy. Fuck that guy. I wish I could get my hands on him.
Drew, chill out, okay?
I'm headed out. Everything okay in here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't have too much fun now. Try to keep it appropriate for the hospital.
Bye, Dad. See ya, Pops.
Man, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned Damon. Rachel's gonna be up soon. Should probably head over when I'm ready. That'll be an interesting read. Pretty sure that's Drew's backpack. I wonder if Drew will ever play again. Look at that. Wells being nice for a change. I think the football team needs thicker helmets. Yep. Definitely too many concussions. Look at that. Whilst being nice for a change. I wonder if Drew will ever play again. Ooh, I want to eat that. Right now. Those must be from Steph's parents.
Hey. Sorry for losing it there. It's nice of you to come by.
Feel better. I mean, no pressure. I know it's gonna take a while.
You know what? I'm kinda tired.
Oh, right. I'll leave you alone.
Drew's been in a lot of pain today.
I think the football team needs thicker helmets.
Drew's been in a lot of pain today.
All right. I'm gonna head out.
It was really great to see you, Chloe.
Agreed. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Yeah?
Tell Rachel we're rooting for her.
You bet.
Hey, just heard the fire went out.
Went out?
Sean Prescott. What's he writing to the hospital about?
Everything about this fire is
I'm so relieved that Rachel's awake.
No kidding.
I should see her right away. I'm so glad Rachel's okay. Really can't wait to see her.
Why has my son been assigned to you? I never authorized that he be seen by.
I was assigned because Nathan was becoming quite upset.
So they sent a psychiatrist. Because my son was upset.
Holy shit.
Please, Mr. Prescott, your son needs serious psychiatric...
My son needs nothing from you. He put down a couple of bullies who were harassing him at school. That is all.
Sir, I believe your son is manifesting serious and alarming
Rachel's
symptoms.
probably waiting for me.
Allow me the chance to...
Nathan's already getting more than enough attention from one of you. I am fed up with these made-up problems.
Hey.
Chloe, I can't even express thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm a wreck. I stepped out to get some air. Rachel doesn't need me crying in front of her. Your hair. I almost didn't notice it.
Oh. Yeah. It's not a big deal.
I bet Rachel loves it. I can't imagine what I would do if we lost her.
I'm sure everything's going to be fine.
That's what James keeps saying. He's so strong in a crisis, you know?
My dad was like that.
I'm sure he was. Just like his daughter.
I just keep feeling like we were lucky. It could have gone so much worse, you know?
I am sure it would have been if you weren't there for her. I am so glad you and Rachel have found each other. When you meet someone who changes everything, you just know.
Well, hang in there, Mrs. Amber.
I will.
Dad, I'm glad that you're here.
Me too, Rachel.
It really hurts.
Shh. The pain will pass. Chloe's here. You want me to stay?
No. I'll be okay. Thanks, Dad.
I'll come back in a little while.
My guardian angel.
I saw Steph earlier. She says hey.
Steph's so cute. Thanks for the message.
Rachel, I'm sorry.
What? What for?
You're here because of me. Because I choked back there in the junkyard.
What? Shut up.
You were so fierce and I just froze. I fucked it up. And I'm so sorry.
And you saved my life. You saved my life.
Just don't do that again.
Play the damsel in distress? You got it.
No. Attack a psycho with a 2x4. That was crazy.
Newsflash, Chloe. I'm a little crazy.
Crazy awesome. Happy that your dad's here?
I mean, I'm still mad at him for everything he's done. But it felt so good to lean on him. He's my dad, you know? I felt completely safe.
Like on Mount Hood.
Would you do something for me?
Anything.
Sarah. My mom. It's so weird to say. I'm not even sure what she is, honestly. But I think I still want to meet her. figured you would. I don't even know if she's still in Arcadia Bay. But if she is, will you find her, please? You really want this, don't you? I do, Chloe. I really do. Then, of course, whatever it takes. I bet my dad has her number. Maybe in his office. Our house key's just under the mat. The code is 0722. To your dad's office? 0722. Yeah. My birthday. I'll find her, Rachel. And then I'll tell her how fucking cool you are. Thank you, Chloe. For everything. Hey, Elliot.
Hey! Wait. Your hair, it's different.
Yeah.
I like it. It's nice. I like your shirt, too. You never told me you were into cars.
Guess you don't know everything about me. How have you been?
Like, since last night?
Holy shit. The Tempest was just yesterday?
Yes?
So much has been happening lately. I actually brought Rachel here just a while ago, but it feels like forever.
What? Rachel's here? What happened?
I think she's keeping that private for now. She's okay, though.
Well, that's good. God, I guess I'll stop by after I see Drew.
She probably wants privacy.
Oh. Right, of course. Are you two in some kind of trouble? You can tell me if you are, you know. I won't judge.
I'll make sure to keep you posted. Right now, I'm here to take care of Rachel.
Chloe. I'm seriously worried about you.
Well, don't be.
I mean, you're hanging out with Rachel Amber a lot lately, right?
So what?
So, obviously, something is going on.
It's really not your business, Elliot.
Okay, that's fair. Just remember I'm here, okay? if you suddenly need something.
Thanks.
Oh. Hey, I almost forgot. Did you, like, write on my whiteboard?
I totally did, didn't I?
Yeah. I was, pretty sure that was your handwriting.
What did I write?
You called me a creeper.
Oh. I was probably messing with you. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah. Creepers aren't, that stuff's not cool.
Anyway, see you around.
Yeah. See you around, Chloe.
Hello? I need to search this office for any communication with Sarah that can help me find her. I need to dig through everything in this room.